Sit back and relax and just 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 welcome to
You asked for it, you got it on the Hot Pepper Show. Playing good music and good conversation. The hottest topic that you hear. So let the music flow, resonate your soul. Let it heal your soul. Sit back and relax and just sit back and relax and just welcome to the Pepper Show.
Hello, everyone. How are you doing? How you doing? Welcome to the Hot Pepper Show on this. I always say it's a beautiful Monday because where I'm at, it's beautiful. And I'm sure where you're at, it's beautiful also. And if it's not, make it beautiful because it's a Monday, September the 11th. Yes. And I was thinking about this day because, of course, we know what happened 22 years ago on September the 11th. So I was thinking when I woke up this morning, what was I doing at that time? And I text the person that I remember I was with at that time when it happened and said, "Hey, you remember what happened 22 years ago today?" And she was like, "Yes, I remember." Yeah. So our prayers go out to the families who have been affected by that and the world on what happened on September the 11th. But I thank you for being here with me on today. I'm here every Monday, just in case you're just not tuning in for the first time. I'm here every Monday at 7 p.m. Central. Depends on what side of the country you are. And I've noticed that people who are on the West Coast, East Coast are like, what does Central mean? It's Texas. It's Central Time. It's the region that we're in. So I'm always asked that question. And I'm like, do they not explain that in school or do people forget? I don't know. I'm not understanding. But thank you for joining me. I'm here. Hey, Stacy Cash. I knew you were going to be here because if no one else is going to be here, Stacy Cash is going to be here because Stacy's responsible. She's a little bit responsible for having this gentleman on that I'm about to interview. A little bit. I'm not going to say it was all her, but just a little bit. I'm not going to say that she, forced me, but just a little bit, just a teensy bit. But thank you, Stacy. Of course you would say that, Stacy. But yes, I'm here every Monday, 7 o'clock. You never know who's going to drop in. I interview artists on Mondays, and I want to showcase them and their music because they bring something to the world. I think music is great for the soul, the spirit, for all of that. I love music. I love what it does to me, and I love what it does to other people. So I try to bring you the music that I love. And not everyone loves the music that I love, but I love the music that I love. So that's why I'm here. So the gentleman that I am interviewing today, he hails from Houston, Texas. Well, I need to ask him, is he really from Houston, Texas? You can shake your head. I can see you. You are? Okay. And hey, Tracy, all the cash is on. Wait, y'all having the whole family come on? Is it the Cash family reunion today? What's going on with the Cashes? Come on, Cashes. Go on in the room. This gentleman I'm going to interview today, his name is Pat Williams. And he is from Houston, Texas. And she says, yep. I'm trying to get through the introduction, but I can't because the Cashes got me going today. I'm like, come on, Cashes. But the gentleman that I'm going to interview today, his name is Pat Williams. And I was telling him earlier that I am intrigued, and this light is getting on my last nerve because I look kind of yellow. Don't I look yellow? I'm trying to get it together, y'all. That's better. I think I might have found it. Now I don't look like I'm of Indian descent. Ooh, okay. Hi. Okay, so hey James, how you doing? Man, all these people from Houston. Is Houston on the feed today? Like, did y'all call everyone and say Houston, Texas is representing? I don't know. But the gentleman I'm going to interview, his name is Pat Williams, and he's a drummer. And let me play some music by him just to warm you guys up so you can know what to expect. I was telling him earlier, and I will touch on that a little bit later. But I am intrigued by Pat Williams. Um, I find his work intriguing. I find the way his brain thinks on the beats of the certain songs that he's playing. It's like, how do you process that? And I play the piano, right? But it's different. It's something about a drummer. The drummer carries the whole, they're the story of whatever you're doing. You got to have the beat. And I'm just curious, how does that work in his brain? Because I've never asked a drummer that, like, timing and rhythm and pockets and space and all of that. So we'll ask him when he gets on, because he's holding his chin right now, like, she don't hurry up and get on with the get on. So everyone, let me play something by Mr. Pat Williams so you can get ready. Let's do this Houston Heat. I think that would be so appropriate because y'all, it hot. In case you didn't know, it hot. And Houston Heat is hot. So this is Pat Williams featuring Everett Harp and Andrea Joy right here on the Hot Pepper Show. And he will be up next. His name is Pat Williams. So let's check it out. What? 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 I'm trying to get it on the beat. I'm trying to make sure I'm getting into the pocket. Like, wait, is that the time to talk? Is that not the time to talk? Wait, do I get in there? Or do I what I do? Hello, my friend.
Hello, hello, hello. How are you?
I'm doing great. I am excited to have you here, as you can tell, and I can't believe I have you on my show.
Oh man, I'm so excited as well. I don't know. I couldn't sleep all night. I just been tossed. I tossed and turned.
Whatever.
But I'm glad to be here. Thank you for having me for sure.
You are welcome. Is it like when you say you can't sleep? You know how when you're flying out the next day, right? Why is it that you cannot go to sleep? Because you think you're going to miss the flight. You're like, you can't rest. So you felt that way.
Yes, exactly. Yeah,
Okay.
you hit the nail on the head.
I know. Well, I want to say, well, first of all, let me introduce you so you can give you hand claps because you deserve the hand claps today.
Okay.
We got to get you the hand claps. You'll take them?
I'll take them.
Okay, everyone, I would like to introduce none other than you heard him on the drums, and everyone says he's nice, he good. Oh, I like that. Oh, he's smooth. Yeah. His name is Pat Williams. Everyone, welcome Pat Williams to the Hot Pepper Show. Again.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you all.
Third time's the charm.
Too much.
Woosah. So I want to go back on these comments. Okay, he's nice. Carolyn Smith says, Carolyn here. Hey, Jillian's. Everyone's coming on saying they are impressed. They are very impressed with your work. And I had said earlier that I'm intrigued about your playing. Mm-hmm. Because when I play the piano, right? And I have a nephew who plays the drums also. Mm-hmm. How do you fit the rhythm? How do you get the timing and the rhythm? And when the song gets off, it's over here. And then you got to get in here to get this, because you're keeping the beat to the song. You are keeping the rhythm to the song. How do you process that? And is it hard for you to do that? Either you have it or you don't. Is that how it works?
Yes. Yes and no. So what happens is, and what a lot of musicians talk about is the hardest part about learning music and playing is your preparation.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So you're practicing, you're constantly listening, you're engaging, you have to really like ingratiate yourself with the music first. And then when you're on stage, then at that point, it's just natural instinct. You have to be able just to play the music. You have to feel the music at that point. You can't think about it. When you start thinking about what you're doing, what your hands are supposed to be doing, or what the left foot is supposed to be doing as opposed to the right, on stage, you're gonna completely screw yourself up. So
wow. So don't overthink it.
Exactly. You can't think about it when you're on stage. If you do, it's gonna go away and you're gonna mess up. And it's happened. It's happened for sure.
So is it the same as I'm gonna be on stage and I have to sing this song? Have you ever had that moment of, how do I start the song off? What's first? Wait, do I start it off? Or does the bass player, who starts it off?
Yes, both. I've done all that. Yeah. But like I said, that comes into the preparation part, because if you know the song, then you know that you started, the tempo, how it's supposed to feel. There are certain things you listen for in the introduction, certain transitional things that happen within the music kind of guide you to the next space. It's really, I mean, it's comparable to anything you're doing, reading, speaking. You have a period, you've got a comma, you've got an exclamation point. It's the same thing with music. That there's something going to happen and you have to just be prepared for it. But you got to know that first before you get on stage.
That is interesting.
Yeah.
Thank you for explaining that. And I believe that you explain it that way because, of course, you're a mentor and you teach. And
I do. a little bit.
Everyone is always looking at you, and you always have to have an answer. Do you feel like you always have to have an answer?
Yes, but
Yeah.
I've learned now to accept the fact that if I don't know it right then it's
Uh-huh.
okay, and I can go
Mm.
and do the research and I can find that out and I can come back to it. It's a lot of times it's like, yeah, so what are we gonna do? As a band leader,
Mhm.
as a music director,
Mhm.
it's all that comes back to me, and it's not just playing drums. It
Yeah.
becomes what gear are we going to be using on stage? What time is the load in? What are we wearing? It's all of that is encompassed outside of just playing the music. So I
Wow.
have to say, okay, well, you know what? I don't know at the moment. I get back to you, or
Mm.
I've got whatever. Let me reach out to so and so, whatever the case is, and
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
start, learn how to utilize resources outside of myself. So
Wow.
that's super important.
Well, you are super young. I'm looking at you right now. I saw that face. You are super young. So I don't understand how you've been doing this for 30 years,
Okay,
because you're super young.
I agreed.
You like,
Agreed.
look here.
I'll be super young.
Get closer. Get closer. Let's see.
Hmm.
Let's yeah.
Hmm. Hmm.
Oh, that is funny. You're like, I ain't telling. I don't know what you're talking about.
I
But
don't
you've
know.
been doing this for 30 years. Your dad was a phenomenal trumpet. Did he say trumpeter?
Trumpeter, trumpet
Trumpeter?
player, yeah,
Trumpet,
trumpeter,
trumpet player.
trumpeter. Hmm.
And your mom was a vocalist?
Yes. Hmm.
So anyone
You
else
can
in the family?
imagine what my house was like growing up. Yeah.
I get it,
Yeah.
because I grew up in a family of, my dad played, quartet music, guitar. My
Mhm.
mom played piano. My nephew played drums. I played the piano. My sister sang. Noise, like,
Mhm.
and it didn't bother us. Someone's always
Right.
beating on something, the drum, it's like
Yeah.
you walk through the house and keep going. So you got it honestly.
Yes. Yeah.
So are you only child? Are you the only one that picked it
No,
up?
no, no.
And
Well, I am the only one from my mom and dad that actually picked up an instrument. So, but
Mm,
my dad was one of 6 trumpet players on that side of the family.
wow.
I chose drums for whatever reason. At the end of the gigs, I'm always looking at the trumpet player take his mouthpiece out and put his horn and his mouthpiece in a case and then go home. And
And
I'm
you're like,
still
you
breaking
still,
all, breaking all this
uh-huh,
stuff down. Like, why?
uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh.
But according to my mom, who's still living, she said there was never any doubt of what I wanted to do or play.
Mm,
From a toddler on, it was drums, beating on pots, the floor, the whole nine with sticks, whatever. So my
mm.
dad taught me rudiments at 5. I joined the stage with him. Back in the day, it was a Houston International Jazz Festival when it was a big thing. I played with the band. He called me up like at 6 years old to play drums on the set. So
Wow.
I, this definitely was a gift to play.
Yeah.
And so, like I said, there aren't any other drummers in my family. I'm the only one. We got piano players,
Wow.
singers, trumpet players,
But no
bass
drummer
players,
but Pat. Pat
no
is the only
drummer.
one.
So, the family reunion was always, all right, where the drums? Pat, you on the drums. So
It can't be like, you do this part, you do
no,
the first section. Like, I'm always on
no,
the drums. Why?
no.
Why I got the drums?
Yeah,
Yeah,
always
yeah.
on the drums. Yeah.
Wow,
So,
that's
yeah.
amazing. Well, everyone, this is Pat Williams, and let's get into some music.
All right.
Let's go back to the beginning.
Okay.
You're like, where? The beginning of your life.
Oh,
This is your life, Pat Williams. You're like, I don't know.
no.
Oh, let's comment on some of these comments. Everyone is, I see comment. Oh, he's nice. Okay. Hey, Auntie, I love that we are here together. Oh, Jillian X. And condolences go. I have to say this first to Jillian and Carolyn. Carolyn's brother was a DJ at the radio station that I've been at for forever. He just passed away of cancer, and he was laid to rest. It was a week ago. And so this is his sister Carolyn is on, and they're in Colleen. And
Sure.
Greg's niece Jillian, she's on also. So this is their first time checking out the Hot Peppers podcast, and of course they're fascinated with you, Pat. It's not because of me. I got him here, but they're
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know, they ain't talking about Pepper. They talking about Pat.
Well, condolences to the family, and we
Mhm.
really do appreciate you being on. So thanks for joining us for sure.
Mhm. Look at you. Oh, professional. Okay, Pat.
Come on,
Pat
I
the
mean,
drummer.
young people can be professional too.
Wait. You're young.
Young people, ain't that what you said? You said
Yes,
I was
I said
young.
you are young. I don't even know where the 30 years came from. I was like, you
So
young.
so
Yeah,
young
hello.
it is. I'm gonna be
Hello.
young for the rest of the interview.
Uh, okay. And y'all do not leave because guess what? Pat's gonna play the drums for me. You see that? You see the eyebrow went up?
Oh,
He's
okay.
only joking because he is gonna play. He's gonna play a little bit because I
Okay.
asked him to, and he's gonna be the youngster in him is gonna be obedient because I'm the elder. This is the only time I'm gonna say I'm older. I'm the elder today.
Okay.
So stick around, you guys. Hey, Monique, thank you for joining. Monique is in Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia.
Awesome.
Wow, everyone is on here. Carolyn, Pat Williams, you are something really, really special.
Oh,
Wow.
thank you. Wow.
Stacy says she cannot because it's something probably I said. But anyway, thank you, Stacy. And Jillian says his music is mesmerizing.
Oh, wow. Wow. Thank you.
Yes. So thank you so much, Drummers Rock. Yeah, they do. Ain't
Yes,
that the
indeed.
truth? We can't do nothing without them.
No, no.
You know,
They
even
try.
when they try, but it's impossible. Yeah.
Doesn't work.
Yeah, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Hey, Monique, hello. Okay, so let's get into I love this song by you. It is entitled Easy Day at Work.
Okay.
And I some days are easy to me.
Mhm.
Today was really easy because in preparing for today, I listened to your music. I think I've been listening for the past maybe 4 days constantly because I
Mhm.
wanted to, I wanted to know. I didn't want to just come on and be like, oh, nice stuff, Pat.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
know, and I appreciate that because I've done interviews and they're like, "Yeah, so you have music out?" We will anyway. Go ahead, but thank you,
That's funny
thank
because
you.
last week someone said the same thing. They says,
Yeah.
you know, matter of fact, I was talking to Jeff offline, Jeff Bradshaw, and he says,
Mhm.
people have said, hey, so um your new album, when does it come out? And he's like,
It's
it's
out,
been out for 4 months.
right? Yeah.
Oh, so is this your first album?
No.
No, this I've been in business for 20 years. Like, yeah.
Mhm.
So
Right.
yes, I
I get it,
I I,
but
I
thank
want
you.
to I want to feel it. I want to, I want to know because I think it's important. That's how you have a conversation.
Right.
I mean, I've been able to pull it off before not knowing what I'm doing, and people don't know. They go, "Did you know?" No, I didn't know. I just
Mhm.
winged it, but I didn't want to wing it today. I
Thank
wanted
you.
to be true to Mr. Pat Williams because you deserve it.
Thank you so much.
You're so
Thank you
welcome.
much.
So
Yeah.
everyone, let's play. Tell us about Easy Day at Work, and do you write all of your songs?
Okay. So yes and no. Well, all the melodies, majority of the stuff that's comes out, I've written. I've sung the voice notes in my
Mhm,
phone with the melody, da, 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 stuff
mhm,
like that.
mhm,
And then I kind of reach out to certain producers or pianists because I don't play fluently enough to sit down and play a whole song through.
okay.
But I can sit down with someone and then we actually craft the whole song together
Okay.
with my melodies, with my turnaround ideas, bridges, all that kind of stuff, and put it together. And then I produce it from that point.
Okay.
So this song, I believe Chris Turner is an amazing keyboard player and producer he's out from Portland.
Yes, I know him. I
He
play
and
his
I,
music.
yeah, so he and I actually worked
Mhm.
together on this song. And I was fortunate enough to get a
Bobby
super,
Line.
super special guest on this record, Bobby
Yes.
Loud, that we can talk about later
Yes.
as well. So, but yeah, so that's typically how I do it. Like I said, I don't sit down and play enough to where I can just sit and play the whole
Yeah.
song, but
Uh-huh.
I know enough to know that okay, this is what I want, and this is what I don't want, and let's go this direction. Let's turn here. All the melodies and changes and stuff I come up with for the most part. So everything I've come out with now, that's how I prepared it.
Okay. So everyone, this is and Bobby Lyle. When I saw his name on there, I was like, wow. So after we play the song, you have to tell us your experience in and getting him on this song and just being in his presence and
Sure.
him doing what he does because he's magical, you know. So
Yeah,
everyone,
absolutely.
this is Pat Williams featuring Mr. Bobby Lyle, and Chris Turner's on here also. I need to
Mhm.
get Chris Turner on my show. I need to call him.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Good.
Thank you for the reminder.
Absolutely.
Everyone, this is Pat Williams with Easy Day at Work. You know, when you need that easy day at work, this is a song you need to put
This
on.
is song you need to play for sure.
This is it. Nice, nice, nice.
Thank you.
So tell us about Bobby Lyle.
Wow, Bobby Lyle. So I started working with Bobby maybe 10, 15 years ago now.
Uh-huh.
Playing with him, traveled with him,
Oh, wow.
and I've recorded on a couple of his albums as well. He did a
Nice.
B3 organ record trio album I played on. His new album I played a couple songs on. So our relationship has become, from me just playing drums with him to he definitely becoming a mentor of mine. And so when I reached out to him about doing the song, of course I'm bold, but not like, hey, do this song. It's amazing. You're going to love it. Because it's Bobby. It's he's, former music director for Bette Midler and for Anita Baker and for
Right.
And it's like, here's a drummer. Hey, is writing a song that that wants me to play on it. So I reached out to him. I sent him the reference of it. He said, "It's nice, Pat. It's nice." And he, what do you want me to do on it? So just some embellishments, a couple of solo spots, and take the solo section, and then that's it. You don't have to play the whole thing. I don't need you to play all the parts in it. I got that taken care of. And so he said, "Sure," and I was like, let's do it now before he changes his mind.
Exactly.
So, so he did that. And we literally, he came into the studio and I think we did maybe 2 or 3 takes total for that song. And it was like,
wow,
that's it. Thank you very much. And, and
exactly.
And that's it. So, so he's definitely an amazing musician and producer, of course, as well. But he's, like I said, he's become a great friend and a mentor of mine. So I can call him, anytime, and we can talk about stuff outside of music.
Right.
Which is good. And then, he's actually come to like some of my shows with my band, and he sat out in the audience and like, okay, he engages and he says that and the other. And I recall one time he came up to me after the show and he said, "Hey man, he said, you okay?" I said, "Yeah." I think it was the first set. He said, "Yeah." He said, "So, where's the energy? Where's your, it's like, what's going on?" I said, "I thought I was good." He said, He said, "No." He said, "No, you're not giving 100%. I can tell."
Wow.
So he said, "Listen, man, anytime you're on the stage, no matter what, no matter how engaging the audience is or is not, you still got to give that 100%. And so I've definitely taken that to heart. So whether I'm playing in a room and, with 10 people show up or, in arenas with thousands, I'm still going to give that same energy. So, I knew that, but, at this point, it was kind of one of those moments like, I don't want to be here.
Yeah.
And he could tell.
Yeah.
So, and he jammed me up about it. And I'm like, you know what? That's a true friend and a mentor right there. Because some people just let you make it and then they go back and tell somebody else how boring you were.
Exactly.
So he's been for me consistently.
Man, great, man.
Yeah.
I love that. And then I love that you were able to receive that and not feel like he was criticizing you and you taking it personal, like, really? Like, no. Yeah.
You should. Especially with somebody who's been around for as long as he has and has been in the industry and knows, you've got to respect that knowledge. So
you're right.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I think it helps your presence being in the industry to be able to work with other people by that, your character, or them knowing that about you, instead of saying, well, he's kind of moody. I don't know if we want him to come and play on this record. He might not give us, the energy that we need. And it might be too much of a hassle to have you. It's like, no, they want to know that they can trust that you're going to bring your gay game.
Yeah. And there are plenty of those out here, unfortunately. They're the entitled, they're the, I've got all the talent and whatever, so you should treat me a certain way and can't tell me anything. And I'm and even as young as I am, I'm still taking any type of positive criticism, positive or negative, whatever the case is.
Exactly.
To help grow who I am. So
Well, I thank you so much. Oh, I know Stacey. Mr. Pat Williams. I can sing too. I'm not gonna ask you to sing. I didn't ask you. I saw your eyes go to the side. I'm gonna spare you. I'm gonna get the drums,
My
but I ain't
look,
gonna ask you to sing.
my voice.
Really, really. You supposed to say my fingers,
Yeah, my voice.
my
Yeah.
fingers, my hands, all of that. So you have. Let's see. I was looking over here. You have played with. Okay, I'm gonna run down. You know what? I'm going to do what I did with someone else. I can't remember who I interviewed. And I'm going to mention the people that you have worked with. And when I mention their name, I want you to give me one word that describes them. Okay.
Okay.
You ready?
Let's do it.
Okay. Joe Sample,
Intense.
Bob James,
Cool as a fan.
Warren Hill,
Cool and intense.
you like, oh, okay.
Yeah. No, he was good. Yeah.
Eric Darius,
Eric, energetic.
Alex Bouillon,
Oh man. I don't even know how to describe it. Alex is everything. I should say everything.
ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Mike Phillips.
Oh man. How do I? You gonna have to do a little pass.
Okay. We'll come back to Mike.
No, I gotta do Mike. Mike is passionate.
Passionate. Oh, I like that. Okay.
Yeah.
I know this is going to be a hard one because I have so many words for him. Tony Terry.
Oh man. Tony is. I'll say Tony's cool as well. He's probably the most laid back R&B artist I've ever worked with. So yeah, I would say he's cool.
He's cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Bobby Lyle.
Oh, mentor.
Okay. Regina Bell.
Easy like Sunday morning.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah. Gerald Albright.
Cool. Oh, man. I've been blessed. You know, I'm sitting here thinking like everybody you named off has really, man, I don't even know. I don't have any other words for them other than great experiences. You know, I've had great experiences with everybody. We'll just say we gotta go cool again. I don't even know what else to say.
Cool, cool is good. Yeah. This one is. I know. I can only imagine what you're about to say about this one. Cy Smith.
Oh, favorite.
I knew it. Okay, Everett Hart.
Oh man, easy. Everett was great too. Everett's super easy.
Okay. Yeah. Althea Renee.
Oh, she's right up there with Cy, like two of my favorites. Yeah, okay. Althea is great. Yeah.
Kurt Carr.
Oh man, legend.
Kyle Turner.
Oh, legend as well.
You like legend.
Yeah, he's one. Yeah. Kyle. Quick story. Walking around Seabreeze Jazz Festival this past year, and I don't think we got 5 or 6 steps before somebody was stopping Kyle. And we weren't even there doing his show. We were there accompanying Bobby, and it was like, Kyle Turner. Kyle. I'm like, and I'm walking like, man, I just turned into your security detail. So,
exactly. But, now you could have passed because y'all are both bald headed.
Oh, we could have gone for it, yeah.
But the complexion, that's how they be like, Kyle. You're like, no, that ain't me.
No, that ain't me. No, that's him. Yeah.
That's the light skin. That's the light skin brother.
Yeah, I can say brother. Kyle is my brother.
Nice. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. What about Chris Turner?
Chris and I, man. Chris is my guy.
Yeah.
Chris is my guy. Yeah, he's a brother as well, for sure.
Nice.
He and I met doing a Mike Phillips gig, actually.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's how I met him. Ironically enough, we were doing the Tom Joyner cruise.
Okay.
And it was my first time. And Mike had a whole band from Portland, and then I came from Houston. So it was like I had met everybody from the band on the cruise for the first time. So
nice.
So, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So do you feel that is this the journey that you saw yourself being on when you were growing up? Did you see yourself doing what you are doing now?
Honestly, no. And I say that because I didn't take enough of my gift and my talents serious earlier on.
Mm.
And so I believe that, we always say, well, we could have, hindsight is always 2020. We could have done more. We could have done, if I would have gone this way, then I could have ended up here. And in my space, I had been producing and coming up with ideas and writing, and I had a whole computer full of ideas that I never did anything with. Right. So I think it was shortly after my father passed that I said, you know what are you going to do? What are you going to do with all these ideas? Are you going to allow them just to sit up and, everybody else is doing this, that, and the other. You've got this music and you've got this gift. So what are you going to do with it?
What are you going to do with it?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I use a reference when my father passed because, like I said, he was an amazing musician, trumpeter, toured the world with the Temptations during the My Girl era. He and B.B. King were like very, very close friends. He toured in that. James Brown, Apollo Stage Band. He played with a myriad of people, but didn't have his own. So I said, you know what? This is going to stop.
Yeah.
This is going to stop here. And then to honor him and then to also honor the gift that I've been given. And I've got to put something out. And I said, you know what? I don't care if I sell, 2 songs or 1 million songs. I need to do something with it.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know that he's proud of you. I know he is so proud. He's probably like, you better get over there on them drums.
And that's what he would have said too, Yeah, he was definitely that guy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, everyone, this is Pat Williams, and give them your social media handles for them to follow you and check you out, because your music is on all of the streaming platforms, correct?
It is. Absolutely. So IG, it is Pat Williams on drums. Facebook is the Pat Williams Group, which is my band. And you can also find me with Pat Williams on Facebook as well. So Pat Williams Group and Pat Williams on drums on IG. I'm not on Twitter. Too many things to keep up with. So
I know. Who you telling?
You get 2 to 3 out of me, and that's it. When I scroll through IG and Facebook, all right, I got
exactly.
So, yeah.
So let's do another song, and then when we come back, I want to talk about. I was about to mention about you having a group. You formed a group in 2013, the Pat Williams Group. So we want to talk about that. But let's play since we're talking about Kyle. Let's go on back to Houston.
All right.
And let's play Slow Rolling, which I love, which is Ben Tankard, Kerry Wilkins, which is a phenomenal bass player. Love Kerry.
Guitar.
And Kyle Turner. Guitar. Ooh, I hope Kerry ain't listening right now.
He
Kerry be like, Pepper, you know better.
Yeah, he's playing somewhere. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, exactly. Well, don't tell him. I'll send him the video and he'd be like, Pepper, I do not play the bass. You know I don't play the bass.
He actually does. So technically,
yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah, but they know him as the guitar player. Okay, sorry. So everyone, this is you're gonna love this one too. This is Slow Rolling, and I love the titles, and it's just so Sunday morning vibe.
Yeah, there's a story behind each one of them too. So.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, we will hear about the story behind the Slow Rolling, and we're gonna hear about the story about your band. You forming a band in 2013. So everyone, this is Slow Rolling, Pat Williams, right here on the Hot Pepper Show.
Oh, you muted.
I'm muted, but I was
Yeah.
trying to stop the song. I was like, wait, where's the button? And I'm like, nice. Wow. Love it. So tell us about tell us the story behind that. How did you come up with the title Slow Rolling?
So I literally was
Slow rolling.
riding down 45 South. If anybody's familiar with Houston or Texas or whatever, 45 South takes you down to the beach. If you keep going, you'll run into Galveston Island Beach. And so it was a beautiful day. I had the sunroof open. I was riding and I realized how much slower I was going than the other traffic. I couldn't even remember what I was listening to at the time, but I started hearing this melody in my head. And I'm driving and I'm slowing down the more I'm hearing this stuff, and people are flying. I'm like, you need to speed up and get out of the way.
Right.
So I get my phone and I'm singing the melody so I don't forget it, but it was one of those just beautiful kind of, it felt like it should have been a Saturday morning or a Sunday afternoon riding down the, straight way down to the beach. And then kind of like the ending of that is, it kind of picks up and gives you that more of an energy, just like you've actually arrived. And it's like, all right, let's have a good time now.
Yeah.
So
now I'm here.
That's where that concept came from.
Nice. I like. So in forming the group, what made you want to form a group and call it the Pat Williams Group?
Well, I knew I wanted to be able to do my own stuff.
Okay.
Right? So if you've ever come or if you ever get a chance to attend a Pat Williams Group show, you're not going to hear the same type of music. You're not going to hear all smooth jazz. You're not going to hear contemporary fusion. You're not going to hear you're going to get a conglomeration of all of that.
Right.
And I do that because that's what I grew up on. So my most recent performance here, we start out with James Brown. We go into some of my original stuff. I've done Earth, Wind and Fire. Then I've, Bob James, so I do, kind of take you through a whole, experience. And so I wanted to, with my own band, I knew I could do that because now I can set that precedent, so I can say, hey, this is what we do.
Yes.
So if you're going to hire us to play all smooth jazz all night or not, that's not us.
That's not what we're going to do.
You got to find somebody else for that.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
And then I'm able to, kind of, like I said, determine what I want to do, where I want to do it, how I want to do it. We don't gig a lot. We're not playing all over the place. When I first started, I would actually rent out my own venues and just actually do a show.
Oh, nice.
As opposed to just, hey, we're going to be over at so-and-so every Thursday night or whatever. Not knocking it.
Right.
I didn't, I'd rather not. I'd rather you come and enjoy a Pat Williams Group experience as opposed to just being able to come out and we'll go catch them next week. Well, no, you won't catch us next week. No, you won't. So
we won't be there next week. Yeah.
And the ironic thing with that is I was trying to come up with something as far as a name. Of course, it's not like it's all that original because it's Pat Williams.
Right.
But it could have been the group, it could have been the band, it could have been an ensemble. And I was actually going through some of my dad's old sheet music and stuff, and I found a folder. And on that folder, it said Pat Williams Group on the folder. And this was after I decided that was going to be the name of my band. So to me, that was another confirmation, like, okay, this is what you should be doing, and this is the name, because I hadn't seen that prior to me saying this is going to be the name of my band. So
wow.
Yeah.
Confirmation.
I know it's crazy because imagine when I was sitting here, I'm shuffling through stuff. I'm like, oh, it's nice, and it's this folder, and it's like the Pat Williams Group right across the top. I'm like, because he had his own, bands and stuff like that. But yeah, so
didn't know one was the Pat Williams Group right here.
I had no idea. No idea.
That's amazing, man. Thank you for sharing that. Everyone, Pat Williams. Let's get back into this music.
All right.
I can't play that one yet. You know which one? You know which one I'm talking about.
Yeah. Do I?
Yeah, you do.
Oh, okay. Well,
You know my favorite on the album. Don't
well, why
play.
can't we? Oh, we gotta wait. That's the
Yeah,
encore record. That's the
yeah, yeah. Hello.
end of the show record. Okay.
That's the like, oh yes. That's the
Okay.
okay. So let's do oh, this song right here. This is really and this song intrigues me.
Okay.
What time is it?
Oh yeah. I was when you say intrigues me, I was like, okay, that's a nice way of putting
Okay.
what the heck is going on.
What the heck is going on? Like,
Right.
who came? What? How?
It's a
When?
lot.
Who
Yeah.
told you that it was right? Because it doesn't sound right. It doesn't
Right.
sound like if you don't have it, you don't have it. And then how did you incorporate the people? Like,
So, man, that song actually, because I actually recorded a version of that song and released it before Easy Day at Work, and I put it out as the Pat Williams Group, right?
okay.
And after listening to it, it was like super basic to me.
Uh-huh.
And I talked to a good friend of mine who's an amazing producer. He actually is doing arranging for American Music Awards, for MTV Awards. I mean, he's really behind the scenes in a lot of the award shows that you hear now, production wise. And so
Okay.
I reached out to him. I said, "Hey, man, I want to remake this song." And he's like, "Okay, cool. Let me just check it out." So he listened to it,
Mhm.
and he was like, "All right, I think we can do something with this." And so he would call me every once in a while. He said, "Hey, how far out do you want to go with this song?" And I'm like, "Let's just do it. Let's just try it." Right. And so and then I wouldn't hear anything else for like a couple of weeks. All right.
Uh-huh.
And then he would call me back. He would call me laughing, like, "Yo, this song is crazy," you know. And I'm like, "Well, can I hear it?" Because I haven't heard anything he's doing. So he's
Right.
like actually really completely producing this record. And so
Yeah.
he finally sent it to me. And I was like, "So what am I supposed to do? I don't even know how am I supposed to play this."
Exactly.
He's
Like,
like, we'll work through it. We'll figure it out." Man, I sat in the studio. We had a reference. I went in the studio. I recorded the drums. And then we added all the other parts, the horn parts and stuff actually were flown out from somebody else that wasn't even here in town. They recorded their parts, sent them back. We imported them. Guitar player on it imported his parts, put them in the session. So there were nobody actually played that song together. So
you've never played the song live?
we have, my band has, but when we recorded it, we didn't record it as one unit.
Okay, but you've played it live?
I have, yeah, we did just a couple weeks ago.
Exactly like it is.
Yep.
How?
Yeah. With lots of learning and rehearsal. Yeah. And great musicians. Let me start with that. The guys in my band are amazing. So we've actually done that song 4 times now. So each time I've done within the last year or so, we perform that song, and it's always the last song of the show because it's like, okay, we're either gonna get it or we're not. But at least it's at the end, and we can go home with
exactly. By that time, everybody's they like,
we don't know what's happening right now.
Exactly, we don't know what's going on.
So this is my take. It's definitely a Chick Corea, Weather Report fusion type of record. So it's definitely not for everyone, and I understood that. But like I said, it's stuff that I grew up on. So I heard some of that stuff, old Miles Davis records. I heard, horn sections and all that kind of stuff. So I was like, this is a part of who I am as well. So this is how it came out. And the name of the song, "What Time Is It?" is literally a question to you because you can't tell what the time signature is, what beat you're supposed to be on. We know what it is, but if you're not a musician, it's going to be a little tough. But listen to it musically.
And if you are a musician, it's going to be kind of tough.
Definitely, yeah.
Okay.
Musically, it's crazy.
Yeah. So what time is it? 7-ish. That's what it says. 7-ish is 7-ish something. I don't know. So
yeah.
Let us know what you guys
prepare your hearts and your minds.
As we walk into the church house now.
Indeed.
Prepare your hearts and your minds for what you're about to listen to. Everyone.
Yes,
this is Pat Williams with What Time Is It? Around 7-ish. Check it out. Let us know what you think. Please put it in the comments. This is Pat Williams right here on the Hot Pepper Show. I got it. What the?
Thank you very much. Thank you and good night. Hey, you know it's crazy. So all that percussion stuff that's going on, that's one person. It's Frank Mocha. He's out of Dallas. He played all of that stuff, and then he sent it all back to us, and we put it on the song. And it was like, because he and I didn't play it together.
He played all of it.
Every bell and whistle, timbali, everything. He did all that by himself. Yeah, sounds like about 5 people.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So there you go.
So how long did it take you to learn it?
It took me. I had about a week before I had a session already scheduled.
So, a week?
Yeah, technically a week. Yeah, when I got it, but I had already scheduled the studio session to record it, and so I had to get it, and so I think I learned it. Most of it, of course, in the studio, you have an opportunity to kind of go back and fix some things, but it took me a good couple hours or so to really get it the way I wanted it to be and get it right, and then because I knew once I finished it, I wasn't going back and do it again. So, everybody else can build around. I can build everything else around but I had to have the foundation right. So, yeah.
I think it would be very interesting for you to start a challenge.
You know what? I tried that.
And
I got like 2 participants, and everybody else was like, man, man, that song is hard. But I see your video clips of you out here killing and playing all this stuff. And I'm like, well, here you go. Because I actually threw out a What Time Is It challenge when I recorded this record. And I have a drumless version of this song. And so I would send it out with no drums on it and with the time and let people just play to it how they felt it and then send it back to me. And so I had like 1 or 2, there were 3 different people to actually send something back. Everybody else I talked to, like, yeah, I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna work on it. It's weird. How did you count it in this and the other? I'm like,
so I'm glad you just showed me that. When you showed it to me, I was like, 7, 1, 2.
Yeah.
Because I was in my head in the car going, what is the beat? What's the what is it? Yeah. So what I think you should do, this is just an idea. You should do a challenge, but you should do a TikTok challenge to where one side of the screen is you playing the drums.
Right. Yeah.
And then you could either have someone split the screen to compete with you on the drums,
so I do one part and then
or another instrument that they have. Maybe if they want to play the trumpet with it, or if there's a vocalist, the vocalist might want to sing. You go back and forth. So I think that would be a great idea. You should do that. Gotcha. I think that would be a buzz because people are very creative, especially the younger generation in the arts. I think that would be great for you to do that. So you do a TikTok video where you're on the drums and give them the option. Say, hey, you can play an instrument. You can do it with a horn, clarinet. They might want to do drums too, or get some vocalists to do some scatting or singing, put whatever tune they want to, or words they want to, go in between there and run with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Your check is in the mail.
Thank you. Y'all hear that? It's recorded. It's recorded.
Yeah, it's recorded. I got
it's
you.
Recorded. It's recorded.
I'm gonna work on that.
Yeah, I you should, because it's an interesting song. And yeah, because it caught my attention because I was like, what? Look at it.
What?
What is he? What? Oh, how do you do that? Like, how do you? And I'm thinking of people. I'm thinking of human beings playing it. I'm not thinking of it was just done in the studio. That's why I was like, has it ever been done live? Yeah. Somebody has to actually play it. Yeah. Which is crazy. Yeah. So everyone, Pat Williams is his name. Let's see. We got some comments on here. Monique out of Oh, Stacy says this is her favorite song. Her favorite on the whole entire album.
Wow.
And Monique says nice. Jay Turtle, he's on the other side of Waco, Texas. He says hello, Pepper. Awesome music, Pat Williams.
Thank you. Thank
And
you.
then of course Pat Williams says
He
thank you.
says thank you. Yeah.
And then Jabari Warfield, what? Pat is a beast on drums. Good dude. What?
Boy, what's up, brother?
He's like, what's up? And then Monique says, that reminds me of the 12-minute live of Donny Hathaway's The Ghetto, just not as long.
We actually have done the ghetto too on one of my shows too. So.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah.
And then Miz says, listen, you better.
Hey,
Okay,
hey,
Miz, so
Miz.
you need to be on that challenge. So you need to, when he does his little duet, you need to be over there doing your vocals to that. Yes, Monique says intense, and Lahoma's out of Dallas, and she says that's funky. I know that's right. Thank you, Lahoma, for joining us.
Thank you.
So now Pat is going to grace us on the drums.
Oh boy.
You're going to grace us on the drums, and then we're going to come back with my favorite from the album, and you have to tell them about, how this song came about and why you chose this vocalist who has the voice of an angel.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. So what am I doing? Do we have a song preference? What do we?
Okay.
I mean, it's just drums, so it's like
Oh, so you can play this song, some of the song that you just the ones
boy.
that.
Do I know how to play it? Hold on.
It's like, do you know how to play it, Pat? You know how to play it.
Can you see me over here?
Yeah, I can see you when you sit down. Yeah, I can see you.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that.
I tell you what.
What?
Let's do something else.
Okay. Beggars can't be choosy.
Let's see if y'all. We're gonna see if y'all recognize this. Can y'all hear me over there? Good.
Yes, we can hear you.
All right. And I'm gonna use these little soft sticks in here.
Okay.
So here we go.
What's your phone now?
There you go. How about that?
Yes. That was the time.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, indeed. Hello.
Time.
So, do your hands ever get tired? Do you suffer with carpal tunnel? Do you suffer with?
No.
Good.
Not my hands. Not really anything. You know what? The only time something like that happens is if you haven't hydrated. A lot of times you gotta. I've had cramps. You'll catch a cramp periodically or something like that.
Yeah.
But look at Monica. You win. You win. But yeah, no, I've no carpal or anything like that. Thank God. But it's just more so just making sure you're taking care of your body and hydrating, all that kind of stuff.
So what is it that you want to share with someone who wants to be different in this music industry? Because to me, being different is playing instruments, because people are just not playing instruments these days, right? It's becoming few and far between because people want to go into the studio and do the beats and all. So what would you tell someone who is wanting to embark in this career and is a little bit discouraged on if they can do anything with it, if they can use their talent to if they can use their talent to be that drummer, that musician, that singer, that
Well, that goes back to my original story of the reason why I decided to put out my own music in the first place. If you've got a gift and you've got something inside of you that's pulling at you saying, hey, you need to do something with this, then do it. And your expectation has to be completion and fulfilling that desire to put this stuff out. That's I think the confusion now is I've got to make it big. I've got to I got to win a Grammy. I've got to, I got to be on all the award shows. I've got to be able to travel the world and tour, which that's not the easiest thing to do anyway. Touring abroad for a couple of days is hard. But just allowing yourself to use the gift that's inside of you, and then putting that gift out for the people, that should be enough in itself. And then what happens is, however people receive that, whether, like I said, whether it's one or two people hear it or receive it, or a million people hear it and receive it, you've done your part. And then for me, that was like when I put out this EP, that for me was the first step to say, okay, you can actually do this. You know, you
Wow.
can do it. And then now you've learned from this space. Do you want to continue on in that? You know, okay, now you know what direction to go in, or how to use, you know, how to actually build your whole, you know, cover art, and how do you find distribution, and how do you learn all that stuff. I learned it all myself. So now I'm like, the next time around, which I know who to talk to and how to go about doing whatever. So for me, it's my I guess my encouragement to anyone is to do what it is that you feel that you're supposed to do, and do it.
I like that.
Just do it.
Yeah. Thank you. So when can we expect an inclusive number, volume number 2? Yes.
Well, we are shooting for the first quarter of next year.
Okay.
So, and then we're working on a single. I've actually have some songs that are already done, kind of going back and forth on whether or not I want to put out a single here within the next couple months or so. We got holidays coming up, so it kind of, you know. So, but yeah, we're looking at first quarter.
Okay.
First quarter, early spring. There should be a volume 2.
Okay. And you're touring. Are you touring with some?
Well, I've got not necessarily touring. I've got some spot dates with some artists. I've been playing. I just did a blues festival in Belgium with an artist here by the name of Keisha Pratt. We've got a show coming up in Denmark in a couple months. Doing the Catalina Jazz Festival with Chris Walker and Regina Bell next month, and then I've got I'm doing Regina Bell in Chicago in November, and we're going to South Africa at the end of the year. So,
Pat, wow!
So I got some stuff happening. So, yeah,
I am so happy for you. Happy for you. Thank you. Thank you so much for being that humble guy. Like, you deserve it. You really do.
Thank you.
You really do. You're welcome. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, Pat Williams. I know Pat. I know. I know y'all be like, I know Pat. Yes.
You can tell all 5 people that you know. Just tell them all, you know, I know Pat.
Y'all, I know Pat. Do y'all know Pat? Y'all all know Pat. Yeah. You know Pat. So his album is entitled Inclusive Volume 1, and support him. Pass his name around. Yes, tell everyone about Pat, because this is some great music that people need to hear.
Please do. Thank
you. Before we play the last song, I need to do some announcements right quick.
Okay.
Look, I feel like I'm at the
set
podium.
The atmosphere. You're gonna turn lights down.
I gotta set the atmosphere, y'all. I'm gonna do some announcements. So I want to let you guys know that on next Monday, or this coming Monday, because today's Monday. Okay, September the 18th, my guest will be Keith Robinson. He's gonna be my guest on the Hot Pepper Show. And if you don't know who Keith is a singer. He's a singer and an actor. He's been in Dreamgirls. He's been, and he was on the series Saints and Sinners. He's the lead person on Saints and Sinners. I think they did like 6 or 7 seasons. He's been on 35 and Ticking, Life's Journey. He's been in a lot of movies, Christmas movies that you've seen on BET, and phenomenal actor and singer. So he's going to be my guest on the 18th.
Awesome.
And September the 25th, Lavelle will be back on the Hot Pepper Show. I think this will be his, I don't know, it's 3rd or 4th time. But he's coming back because he has a new album. He has a new single out with After 7 Now called Forever. And so Lavelle is going to be my guest on September the 25th. So the 18th is Keith Robinson and the 25th is Lavelle. So
keep that train rolling, lady. Go ahead.
Thank you, Pat.
Yeah.
Thank you. That means a lot. Because I know that you are sincere And I know you're sincere in whatever you tell me, and you mean it. So
Absolutely. Yeah.
I take that to heart.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good to have people on this journey who are sincere, and because sometimes it's, it's hard and discouraging. You just be like, what? Just be happy for me. Just can you just be happy? Can we just
Right.
all be happy? So yeah. So thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Tracy says she loves his voice. Girl, he sings, but he's a drummer. So that's cool. She's like, I like, and her cousin, which is my cousin, is a drummer. I don't know if Will McGowan.
Will McGowan. I don't.
Um,
Don't.
he's played with Kyle. He's from Austin, but yeah, he's a drummer, and you
Okay.
probably know him. But
I may have seen him. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Sure.
Hey Pep. Hey Marquise De Leon. Pat is a great dude. Oh,
Thank you,
everybody's
man.
saying you're a great dude. You're great. Pat is a great dude.
See, I know
Yes.
her, so she, we know each other. So yeah.
And Just Miz is a great girl.
She is.
She is. So
Absolutely.
I'm waiting to see y'all do that duet. So don't forget about that TikTok. Tag me when you do the TikTok so I can be like, So maybe I can do my challenge. I don't know what my challenge will be. Maybe I can do-wop. I can do-wop.
Yeah.
Maybe no, this is what my challenge will be.
There you go. Clap it. There you go. And it would be a whole bunch of people that can't figure that part out either. So it's called setting yourself apart.
I picked it out. I was like, what is the rhythm? What is the time? I can't get the time. Like I'm thinking about taking piano lessons. I was like, 3/4. Okay. Wait, 5. What? You said 7. Oh, I got it. Let's see. June says, I know Pat Williams. She said, I know Pat Williams' continued success. It's way to go. Thank you, June. June is from Austin, Texas. Let's see. Tracy says, listen to him speaking now. His voice is awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tracy. Miss, I'm on it. I know that right. So get your duet together, Mr. Pat Williams. So do you want to do any holla at yous, any thank yous before we play this last song? And then you got to introduce this last song because you got to tell us the story behind it and why did you pick Ashley J?
Oh, wow. So what are we doing first? For one,
yes.
I gotta give you a shout out for just having me on the show. Thank you so much. This was really, really fun.
You're welcome.
We've been talking about this for a long time. So I'm glad we were able to do it. So thank you for having me for sure. And everybody that's come on. I definitely got to shout out my Cash girls, my PV sisters. So those are my people. I give Stacy a hard time and Tracy, but those are my girls. For sure. And they are catalysts for a lot of independent artists and music.
They are.
That happen. So I appreciate them a lot. So, but yeah, thank you to everybody that's come on. Remember Pat Williams on drums on IG, the Pat Williams group on Facebook. So yeah, and then what we're talking about any day, right?
We're talking about any day because y'all, this song,
okay.
I heard the song and I went, oh man, I had to call him and say, wait.
So this is one of those songs that I had written the music for. I did all the music for this about 15 years ago, right? So I sat on my keyboard and I just played this little, melody stuff and whatever. And it sat there. And so when I was trying to come back and going through all my files and stuff, what I wanted to record, I found this and I talked to another producer friend of mine and I said, hey man, can we redo this? Because of course it sounded like I recorded it 15 years ago. And so it was all just keyboards, so it wasn't live instrumentation at all. And so I we sat down and we worked through it and we recorded the music. And I was like, okay, so this is an R&B record. This needs to, because originally it was going to be instrumental. So I was like, I need some vocals on this song. And I didn't have any lyrics or anything like that. And so Ashley and I met just when I was just talking about the Portland crew with Mike Phillips. Ashley was also singing with Mike on that cruise. And that's when I met her. And we became friends from that point. We had done some other shows with Mom together. And so I called her and said, hey, you want to be on this record? And she was like, yeah, sure, whatever. You got lyrics? No, I don't have any lyrics. I don't have a hook. I don't have anything, but here's the whole song.
Right.
And if I tell you, Ashley wrote the lyrics for the song, came up with the hook. She hit me, told me what the name of the title was she was thinking. I was like, I'm thinking something around these lines.
Mm-hmm.
Talked about the title. She wrote the song out, recorded all the parts at home, sent them to me, like with a vocal reference of the song. And I was like, within a couple weeks.
Wow.
And I said, bingo. And so she sent me the stuff, and we imported in the session with Cooks, and I went back and put live drums on. We did, produced the record and put her vocals in. I flew her down to do some overdubs, and once we get to the last part of the song, you know how it's got all the little movement stuff. She literally recorded all of that stuff with no music in the studio, like live.
What?
Because she was like, "Hey, I hear something," because there was no music at the end of that song. So once it ended, it was over, and then she was like, "I want to do this extra stuff." She sang all those parts, all those movements and stuff. You guys will hear it at the very end by herself. Then we came back and added the music to what she sang afterwards. So Ashley J is amazing, and she's just amazing and talented, super talented, perfect pitch. She hears any and everything, and right away she can sing it. So that's how we ended up putting that record together.
Wow. Thank you for sharing that story, because now it just gives a different feel to the song, because when you're talking about the ending of it, when I first heard it, I was like, wait a minute, I was taking the song out. Wait, the song coming back on?
Is it coming back on? No.
I was like, oh.
And that's the reason why we did it like that. It was like, okay, well, we wanted it to kind of fade out and then fade back in, kind of like a bonus track type of vibe. So she
trying to do that foreign exchange thing, huh? You'd be like, is the song over with? Wait, they got another song?
Yeah. So that's how that happened. So here you go.
Well, everyone, Pat Williams, y'all have to hear this whole entire song. So he's going to be on until we get to the end, and then we go way by, and we'll be going by. So if you want to put your comments in while we listen to the song, because the song is hot. Like, I'm getting ready to turn it up because I love this song. I love Ashley J. I love Pat Williams. So everyone, thank you for joining me on the Hot Pepper Shows. See you on Monday, September the 18th. My guest will be Keith Robinson. And of course, you can catch me. Go to thehotpeppershow.com for more information on what's coming up, the interviews. And you can catch me on Saturday. I'm at KZI from 3 to 6. And that's you can go to the website, thehotpeppershow.com, click on the link for KZI. And you'll be able to hear me on Saturdays from 3 to 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. And I'm just excited. I gotta tell y'all something else. So the platform, the Hot Pepper Show. I'm on Spotify. I'm on iHeart. I'm on Amazon Music, and I'm on Deezer. And Deezer is an international, like a Spotify.
Yeah,
but it's international. So absolutely. The Hot Pepper Show. So you guys follow me, like, rate. The Hot Pepper Show is on the streaming platforms, the podcast. So this interview will be on Spotify, in the next couple of days or whenever we get it up. So so I'm excited. So thank you guys for supporting me. I know, Tracy, I am just like, so I got to get a post out to tell people to go to Spotify and Amazon and iHeart and check out the Hot Pepper Show. But
yeah.
So
absolutely. Congratulations. That's huge.
Thank you.
Huge.
Thank you. I'm still trying to process it. Like, what? The podcast is on. Yes, it's streaming. So I'm excited. So you'll get to hear. You'll get to hear it. So whenever you want to. So thank you. Thank you. So everyone, here's the song. I'm getting ready to mute my mic because I don't need you trying to scream because I can't sing like Ashley. And I can't play like Pat, but I can 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, this one's easy. You ain't got to do all of that. This one, you just feel it.
Okay, here it goes, you guys. Enjoy. It's hot.
far, like Texas away. Right here in my heart is where you'll stay. Yes. If you need, I'll be a helping hand. And for me, you'll be a gentleman. Just know I got your back, a forever love. We call it like that. Hey, I smile when you call out of the blue. Gray clouds, they go away because of you. You know that love is special for you. No neglect when we connect. It's true, true. Any day, come running back to you. My love, my love. Whatever you need, I will do. Come calling every day. Come running back to you. No matter whatever, I'll answer. With no hesitation, you can enjoy great conversations. It's my pleasure, and I treasure what we have. Just know that there will be no delay. There's no one else I rock with. If you need me, you completely have all of me. There's not a thing I wouldn't do for you. I'm always ready, my love will stay true. Yeah. No worries, that I'm here for whatever. Yeah. Nobody can take what we share together. My love, my love, my love. Whatever you need, I will do. Come calling. My love, come running back to you. Oh, I got your back, baby. Don't worry about a thing. Don't worry.
You guys, thank you so much. This was the best. Thank you, Pat. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you, everyone. You guys, see you on next Monday. Have a great Monday, the rest of the week, and enjoy your day.
Thank y'all.
Bye.
Thank you, Pepper. Y'all have a
You're
good night.
welcome. You too.